Welcome to the Glass Bowl in Toledo, Ohio, and home to the Toledo Rockets. The Zips will kick it off to get us underway. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Toledo's offense has the ball first today. I know Bo Nix has the single-season completion record, but this guy may make a run for it if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm, not fooled, like just so confident, knew his answers to the test before the questions were even asked. And defensively, that presents a huge challenge. And Jesse, how do you want to attack him? Because something has to change after that last game we saw.
Yeah, I think one of the big keys for him having that kind of day and that kind of accuracy was his offensive line gave him a lot of time to survey the field and throw darts. So if you're on defense here, you've got to find a way to disrupt his rhythm. You've got to be able to get pressure on him. You don't necessarily have to get him to the ground.
There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Got it in the middle. It's Holly. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking to throw, it's Gleason. Caught near the sticks. It's Holly. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. The Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Rockets kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
So nice when you're an offense and you're getting these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up the 1st and goal.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Toledo.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Hills. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Akron's offense has the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass, it's Fenley. Quarterback on the move, still looking. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down. He came up a little short. And the Zips will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Rockets offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They are trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan. They are beautiful.
The screen game for this offense, man, it's a feel thing, like when to call it and when you can anticipate somebody being aggressive, and they pick the right time, man. They hit the defense, 3rd down, big play, slip it right behind the linebackers, make the play, and get the first down.
They're working that left side. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Toledo holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking for the score! And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third...
And to the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it, throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Scanning the field, it's Finley. Lets it fly. He's got an open man. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
The inside handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
To the air on second down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Turning it on! And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
The Zips will bring the punt team onto the field. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield on first down. They'll run the screen. Sweet cut there. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Well, a nice gain. Running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Rockets pick up the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. To the air, it's Gleason. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guys. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Making side adjustments here. On third down, going up top. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. And the Rockets will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Pulled and fired complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll run play action. That's reeled in. It's Williams. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to pass. It's Finley. Throws for the tight end. Holds it in. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Polk. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Zips come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right half. Splits the uprights. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Toledo. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Caught in the backfield, it's Adams. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
Looking for a man, it's Finley. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second-half start they'd hoped for. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out first drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win. Fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the stick.
Ernie on the Jets. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Toledo. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Pulls it in, it's Adams.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Zips really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. On the run, it's Gee. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
They'll ride the hot hand. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. The ball's free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And I absolutely love the option, but this is part of it, right? The quarterback has to make a lot of reads really quickly and then carry the football and take care of that thing. So I think, the fumble was caused there. We don't know why, but this is part of the option risk you run by running it.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Toledo has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. looking for a man. It's Gleason. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Zips. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard and get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Can't get him to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Rockets have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the Rockets will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Looking downfield, it's Finley. Catch in the middle, it's Newell. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Zips racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Wants to throw on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place. Was forcing.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Going right to work up top. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Quick completion on the out. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Let's see what they do on third down. They go to the ground. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Rockets will send out the punt unit. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Back to throw, it's Finley. Got his man. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. He'll pull it down and run. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Complete to the right. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gee. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Zips headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down.
And the Zips are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
if we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make...
And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game